action so far has been scintillating. We've seen big wins and huge losses. Welcome to the Paddy Power Poker.com Irish Open, bringing you all the highlights from yesterday's action and the top plays from today as well. Now, 41 players remain. The winner is guaranteed to walk away with €650,000. Chip leader at the moment is Danny De Boren on 454,000 chips. Top Irishman is Mick McCluskey in 5th place with 273,000 chips, and it's all to play for. Now, before we show you the highlights from yesterday's play, here's a little reminder of how to play Texas Hold'em.
Texas Hold'em begins with the placing of the button and the posting of the blinds. The button is a white disc that moves around the table. It represents the nominal dealer. The blinds are force bets to get the action going. There are 2 blinds, the big blind double the small. These are placed to the left of the dealer button. Action that first round begins to the left of the big blind, in this case, seat number 4. Play begins with each player being dealt 2 cards face down from the dealer. Players can call, raise, or fold, making their first betting decision solely based on the value of those 2 cards alone. The object being to make the best 5-card poker hand out of 7 eventually available, according to the official ranking of poker hands. At the bottom of the ladder is high card only. Better than that is 1 pair. 2 pairs is higher still, and 3 of a kind is sometimes called a set. A straight is 5 cards in a row of any suits. A flush, 5 cards of the same suit in any order. A full house is 3 of a kind plus a pair. 4 of a kind, self-explanatory. And a straight flush, 5 cards in a row, all of the same suit. Everyone's looking for a royal flush, which is a straight flush, ace high.
The voice of poker himself there, Mr. Jesse May. Now, time to have a look at yesterday's action from our feature table with the help of our commentators, the lovely Jesse, and poker's power couple, Phil Lack and Hollywood star Jennifer Tilly.
Well, it's a new blind level and a new feature table here. And
in seat 1 we have Ninja Pete. I actually played with him. He's going to be fun to watch.
Is he American?
Nope, he's from Northern Ireland or Ireland, I forget.
He actually won the ticket to this tournament.
Right. This here, Roland de Wolf in the 2 seat. He was the chip leader or thereabouts coming into the second day, but he's had a bit of a rough run, down about 50,000. But he's a big name.
A real aggressive player, Roland de Wolf. He's on the cover of a magazine this month.
John Young in seat 3, who is the current title holder of the World Strip Poker Championship.
He's the guy that won that.
Exactly, does that work? So he's been naked in public places before?
He has, around the world. Frank Davis, seat 4.
And Frank Davis.
From the north, I think.
Yep. Okay, and then we have Murat Yalcin.
Murat Yalcin, I think it is. He's also an Irishman. And
he's a real estate agent, actually.
On about 26,000. Jonas Molander here. And what would a feature table be without a young Swede?
He's 21. These kids, they're 21. They come in, they take the money.
He stole your luck there.
Patrick Martinson. He's also 21 years old. They become legal to gamble, and then they come in and take all the money. And then in seat 8, we have Henrik Karlsson, and he's 35 from...
Tell you what, this tournament, a triple Scandi threat, huh?
Yep.
And
he's a CEO. He's not a professional poker player, seat 7. I had the fine pleasure of being... I played with Ninja Pete for like 8 hours on day 1. And he will call big bets cold with a range of hands, and he cracked a lot of people. I saw him just swell his stack. He's not afraid to hold on.
He's got about 23,000 now, but the raise has come from Roland de Wolf, who takes his uncontested. And it's funny when you drop into a table like this, I mean, you don't know what the past histories are, what the action has been, but Roland on the just last break told me that this table has been fast and furious, and he's lost over 50,000 here since this day began.
The Irish Open, the largest tournament, well, the biggest turnout in the history of European history, right? In the history of European tournaments. 708 players.
I mean, it doesn't even sound that big anymore, but I mean, you know, the numbers people are getting at these live poker tournaments, you know, are just massive.
Ninja's got 17,000. He actually has enough money that he doesn't have to.
But he did.
Well, I was going to say he could almost raise and not go all in case he runs against some.
Uh-oh.
Okay, there's a fat stack. This is Frank Davis. He's sitting on like
I think Frank's going to call.
horde of chips, 132,000.
I'm just wondering if the fact that McGranigan's gone all in. I mean, Davis, this is the kind of hand that can fold that normally would like re-raise all in or something, isn't it?
Right. I mean, I think he's going to fold. I mean, so it's the classic.
Yeah, if Davis was short stacked, he might have pushed.
Oh, look at this.
He's running into some bad hands.
The reason
here.
why Sevens is happy to fold is he can hit. A big hand can come in behind him, and also it's either 50-50 or 80-20, and it's the or 80-20 that makes it a fold. Ninja is going to love, by the way, that Mulder only has 2 overcards. You know, if it was pocket queens, he would be just in tough shape. This is.
Norlander re-raised all in. Ninja Pete's not too happy to hear that, I'm sure.
I think Martinson's problem is that he's in the big blind. He doesn't have many cards, but he's wondering if he's priced in.
Right.
Because the big blind is something like a quarter of his stack, isn't it?
Had a chance to triple up.
Right, he's hoping that it's like Ace 10 and Ace King, and that he would have 2 live cards.
What's your instinct about the math? Good call?
I don't know what his stack. If his stack is super diminished, I would like to have 2 lower cards because that jack can be overcoded too often than not.
But what we've got here is something a little rare. It's a 3-way all in, 2 players all in, and one covering both of them.
Right.
And a chance to either see 2 players walking, 1 player, or even none.
So Ace King is 55% to win, and the Queen Jack is 30%, and the Jack 7 is 14%. The fact that he's overcoded with that Jack just makes it it's brutal. It's brutal. He was hoping that he'd have 2 live cards, and then he would have been approximately 28, 25 something percent.
But
And this pot is just between the 2 of you, okay?
so what if Martinson can win here? He's going to have over 20, which is going to be a pretty good spot.
Can't see the flop yet. It's 3-6-9. So that's great for the Ace King. Now there's 3 diamonds, and the Ace of Diamonds is out there, so he's looking strong yet. He did it. The Ace High scoops.
Ace High holds 3-way, and
double felting. Whoa, this is the table of double gutting.
Rough to come all this way and be out.
The Hooded Wonder does his job.
double felted, 1 Swede, and Ninja Pete
2 players
out the
down.
door.
I can't believe